everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Cousins on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays a game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
They go play action. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Linval Joseph is in a hurry to get his name mentioned as one of the top defensive tackles in the game. I think he's accomplishing his goal.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. In motion right is Fitzgerald. Play action now. Cousins. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And tough starting field position here. Throwing, Jones. Complete to right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
They got the safe completion on 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get up near the 4. They'll spot it at the 44.
Nice play, baby.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wright's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
A big pickup there on the run. 36 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Let's go.
Throwing Jones out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
This is Howard on second down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Third down now following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go.
They go Wildcat with Howard. Steps away. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Down here in the red red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. And he'll get him a bit. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Play action now. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And they're going to speed things up here. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
It's typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now McKinnon. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Diggs in motion left. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
McKinnon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Looking to throw, going up top. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. They run. Martin calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I'm only chuckling because I remember one of my coaches talking about, yeah, well, if you need 2, you better get 2. If you only get 1, that's not a successful play, and that's what they got.
Yeah, tried to sneak for 2. We know that can be tough. It showed tough there. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll begin the drive with Howard. They find some open field here. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, and whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And now out comes Minnesota. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And he's got some space here. There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Vikings. Doug Martin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a gain of 24 that time, and it'll be a Chicago first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Cousins. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw is Cousins, and he's got Miller. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And this is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They direct snap it to Howard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
Cousins to throw it, sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there, and it's third down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, And he goes down. Everson Griffin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run once more with McKinnon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing, Cousins, buying time to his left. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They run with Langford, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Red zone opportunity. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And Hill with it over the middle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
1st and goal here from the 9. On 1st and goal, Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. He's made 2, he's missed 1. This time for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Bears, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.